Hey guys, good evening everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to our daily stock market insights. And this is Miss JD, by the way, and I'm going to review how the market performed today, plus, of course, your favorite stocks and the most trending ones. Go ahead and deep dive into each one. And by the way, I'm doing this every day, and I go and I check the technicals of or the charts of all these stocks. So if you find this helpful, guys, I'm inviting everyone to hit the subscribe button and then the notification bell so you're always updated whenever we have new videos. And just smash that like if you like the content, by the way. Okay, so let's get started. I already have the trending stocks in front of me. I would just normally sort this according to the stocks that were highly traded for each day, and of course plus the ones requested by you. And I'm also using the Bollinger Band, RSI, and just the volume for our analysis. And just note that what's not included in detail in our insights for the day are the fundamentals, right? So that's something I'd like to empower you guys to also invest time on. Actually, between the two, first you have to do fundamental analysis because that will help you identify which stocks to engage in. Because of course, being investors, primarily we want to be investors. We want to save money, right? So we want to make sure that these stocks we're putting our money in are the right stocks. They have healthy financials. Okay, so eventually when you become a trader, if you want to be a trader, then you can engage in more risky trades that even if a company is not that stable but the technicals look good, then you can engage. But definitely, even though it's not part of my discussion today, I really would like to empower you guys to take that time to study, check the news, check PSE Edge, because there are a lot of information there that could influence your decision. Let's get started. Sorry, I've been rambling. Let's talk about the index. The index today did a very good move. So looks like I'm just being positive today with the right volume at the moment. So we had a bounce, and we also have the right volume. Your RSI is already in the 50s level, so the momentum is there, starting to pick up. And I'd say this is a good story for all the major stocks in the country. So we are most likely going to see some bullish moves coming from the 30 plus stocks that are part of the index. Okay, at the moment I'd like to plot our support still at the same level because anything can still happen. Profit taking can happen, and tomorrow is Friday, by the way. So normally in our market they say Friday is a profit taking day. So just in case profit taking happens, then we have our support around the 5,800 level. Okay, so let's talk about these trending stocks. Okay, wow, this stock didn't even drop the 5 peso levels. I was actually waiting for it to drop the 5 peso level. I don't know if it's going to give me a chance right there, but this looks promising. Looks like this is already the bounce that we are waiting for. So for investors, I think this is still at a healthy level, I'd say. And this is what they say, buy the dips if you are into investing, right? So this is the first wave. This is the first wave, and then it retraced. Then chances are it will just find its support area, and looks like this being here and then another day here If the momentum is starting to slow down, it might potentially give us some movements just within the area to establish that support over there. So I'm not really sure if this is going to give me a chance around the 5 peso level. But either way, I plotted it here because I'm thinking there was a consolidation for 3 days here around the 5 peso area. So it could be a little higher or lower. So I'm still plotting it there. I did a GTC order at the 5 peso level. So I don't know. Maybe the fluctuation tomorrow could give us a chance right there. But definitely, there's still momentum for the stock. Foreign buying, check that out, 25 million. So I think there's really some more bullish sentiment right over here. Okay, so I'm just even okay if it stabilizes right within this range first before it kicks off again. So there you have it. There are so many promising stocks we have in the market lately. All right, so check those key areas. Next is ABS. ABS also had some more buying sentiment for 2 days. Okay, so imagine this: if you were able to catch it around this level, it was overnight. You just slept, and then the next day, you gained 60% at the market when the market opened. And if you did not take profit, you now have 77%. So good job for those people who managed to catch it around this level. So what do you think drove this? So I was reading some news yesterday and in the previous days, even the vlog of Vice Ganda, she already gave us a hint right there. So looks like the company, so ABS-CBN, will be providing some content to this, I don't know, channel 11, I don't know the name. And so that could potentially bring them back somehow, back to operations. So it may not be in the same level as how they did it in the past, but it's a slow recovery, and this could be a workaround to bring back people at work. So that's a good sign. People can now revive their workforce. So hopefully, beyond the stock market thing, it's a good sign for those people who have been impacted not just with the COVID but also with this. So especially for their workforce. Okay, so how will this pan out? I'd say just be extra careful because you had your support here. So and besides, this stock has already climbed up significantly. So I will not be surprised if there will be some profit taking that will happen. Okay, so just be extra careful there. I'd say if, let us say, this price continues to move higher, for instance, it starts higher than 15 and it continues to move up, then that could be a breakout play. Okay, because this previous support built around this area will most likely be your resistance, and if you have some rejection, that will happen. So it might go back to an area that's kind of lower. If not at the MA20, it could be a little higher, around 1059. But overall, yeah, just know your objective while you're getting in. If you're just trading it, I'd say wait for it to do two things: break out of this previous resistance, or go back to haggle for a few more cents and then enter from there. This candlestick, although we're still outside, I don't like the. Oh, by the way, but there's volume, huh? So just take note of those two key actions. Wait for it to break out of the 15 level or 1461 level, or wait for it at 1070. Nickel. Oh, we had a breakout. This is a breakout with 4 million buying. So I'd say that is a breakout. 4 peso level. And if we see some more, because the volume is also there present. So let us see tomorrow if it will continue to move up. It's just about to enter the overbought level, but you know how it is sometimes, right? We stay in an overbought level. If the buying sentiment is really strong, we can stay in an overbought level for a prolonged period of time. So another, wow, there's also, this stock also gives out dividend twice in 2020. Is this a regular thing? March, October 2018. So it's not that regular. 08. So if this becomes a regular thing, and if you're able to buy it around this level, this is going to give you an approximate 10% dividend paying every year. So just check that out depending on what your objective is. For now, wait for it to break out of that resistance area, 339, because this is just right there, okay, just slightly higher than the resistance. So maybe just to be sure, one green candlestick, one more, and then we can have a stronger conviction that it is indeed going to continue to move higher. Take note, there's a gap up that happened, but we don't really know. It might fill that gap tomorrow, or if it continues to move higher, then goodbye. It might take a long time before that gets revisited. Now also managed to retrace yesterday, and there's a bounce today. So that's a much healthier level, 4.04, anywhere between that, and then 4.04 and 4.52. If the market gives you a chance anywhere between that, I'd say that is a good entry price, a good level to enter. So let us see. Yeah, I just feel like Dito, right? Even though it's not, so Hunasan also confirmed that they're not a fourth telco, but technically they've been operational for quite some time now, and they have some highly segmented niche. So I think with, again, I shared this yesterday, with the demand for their services, even though they're not the fourth telco or whatever branding there is, but the fact that the business is in demand, it is just really bound to move higher, and especially because the price right now is at a cheap level. It's 4 against Tel, against Globe. You get a lot of shares with just 4 pesos, right? And you see a growth potential in it. So between the two, people are more inclined to invest in a stock that's cheaper with a lot of growth potential. So that's my 2 cents. My 1 share there could be 20 shares here, or 30 shares. So that's the reason why a lot of people are also more inclined to enter in here. Now, so 4.04 is the support, and just wait for it to probably move higher and find your exit strategy, regardless, or depending on your objective. So if you want to stay there for long term, there's still so much, so much potential. The risk to reward ratio is it's somehow in its ideal state. So you're still at a healthy level over here, cheaper level, and if in case it goes higher again, going back to this key area over here, so that is massive. You can have a, wow, that's 300%, or even if you just aim for 100%, which is very near. So imagine that, okay? So I'm not recommending any in my analysis. I just share my thoughts, but I'm not really fond of lobbying or hyping a stock. So my guidance to you is, if you have already a telco in your portfolio, try not to put everything in just one industry, so that if anything bad happens, uh, it only affects one stock in your portfolio. Okay, I hope that makes sense. MRC today had a very good move. Um, so this stock almost reached a 50% level today. So I'm not sure if it is going to continue to move higher. Let us see though. But because this stock has already declined so much, right? And we are now slowly moving up. Um, I'm even expecting for it to just slowly move higher. So if it gives us something like this, massive progress every single day, then that's an even better story. But for now, my key takeaway here is that we are now in an uptrend for this stock. And just in case it gives you a chance around the previous resistance, which is around 0.2675, if it revisits that area and then bounces higher, then that's a much better entry. Because I feel that now that we have somehow started to trigger the upper Bollinger Band, imagine this: we've been in a constricted band for several days or weeks, and it's starting to trigger that. So pair it with the right volume. So that means there could be some more bullish movements and some slight fluctuations, because definitely with a 21.85% increase, that's already big. People will definitely take profit, especially if you're a trader. So just watch the market. If it goes back to the 2675 and most of the sentiment is higher than that, then go for it. The next possible movement is for this stock to continue uptrend. Its uptrend. Next is Pure Gold. Pure Gold has still has profit taking. Okay, it's uh, this stock had his time during the pandemic, and now that we are already entering a GCQ, we are in the GCQ. Transportation, a lot of businesses are already starting to open up. Competition is starting to come out. So definitely, no stock is forever in an uptrend. There will be retracements, and that's healthy because people are just taking profit. And if you know the psychology of the market, you know that when it goes down, at one point it will recover. And it's just a matter of how patient you are in waiting for that perfect timing. Now, if you have not entered yet, I'd say do not enter yet, because there could be some more selling that might happen. So we admire that people are very patient, but of course, part of the skill that we're trying to build here is your decision making skill, and of course your analysis skill. That you know that this stock is still going down, do not catch it while it's on its peak of its selling pressure. Do not wait for it to slow down, and then find the support, and then if you see a confirmation, perhaps a green candlestick forming around your support area, then that's the time you enter. So right now, I'm saying it's around 41.13%, but definitely, in reality, once it touches the 41.13, we have to still observe, because in a lot of occasions, your support can also be broken. And that's why there's what we call cut loss or stop loss areas, so that you don't really have to wait for your stop loss to go so deep and experience a big reduction or a big negative in your portfolio. So cut your losses really early, so that you can save time and put it somewhere else. But to avoid that, really your skill in identifying the right support, right resistance will save you that those money. MPI, how's MPI? MPI, oh, the volume is still there. MPI somehow already broke this short-term resistance that we have. Yeah, it's already set. Oh, first day? Yes, this is the first day. See that? So this could be it. It's already a breakout of your previous resistance. So how do I measure that? So from where it is at right now, you look to the left. Do you see any area within this level that you have a consolidation or like a stop point? And you see this. So that's why we're saying that it's a resistance. And now that we are higher than the resistance, we all know that your previous resistance becomes your support. Therefore, I'm plotting it at 3.88. Now, will it go back? It can go back, but sometimes it will go higher first and then go back. Sometimes it goes all the way up and then go back. Right? So just know that your previous resistance can become a support. So check the area if you still want to get in. If you zoom out a little bit, try to know what your gain potential will be. Where are we in the spectrum? Are we about to just start our uptrend? Looks like it, right? So if you're okay with that, and you're okay with the possible dips here, maybe you can consider that. So if you don't find this attractive, then go ahead and find another stock. Okay, just know that this stock also gives out dividend. But this is one of the stocks that are, moving at a slow pace compared to the other stocks. Okay, there you have it. That's my part 1 for today. I hope you liked our video, and drop a comment if you want your stocks to be reviewed. In the meantime, this is Miss JD, and thank you for watching. Bye bye for now.